Mother's smile is the first sunrise I remember, soft as dawn slipping through half-closed curtains. It arrives before words, before the world learns my name, a quiet promise written in light upon her face. In that smile, hunger forgets its sharpness. Fear loosens its grip on a child's small heart. It is a shelter made of warmth, a home that travels wherever she goes. Her smile bends time. Years fold gently into moments, and moments bloom into memories that refuse to fade. When the house is loud with worries, her smile hushes the walls. When silence grows heavy like dust, her smile teaches the air to breathe again. I have seen storms pause at the door just to watch her smile pass by. I have seen grief sit down quietly, unsure of its own strength. Mother's smile is stitched with patience, threaded through nights without sleep. It carries the weight of untold sacrifices, yet never complains of the load. Behind that smile lie stories she never asked us to read, chapters of giving, pages of letting go. Her smile tastes of warm bread, of hands that know the language of care. It smells like safety, like the memory of coming back. As a child, I believed the sun borrowed its courage from her. As an adult, I know better. The sun only tries to imitate her grace. Mother's smile is a prayer without sound, answered before it is spoken. It rises from faith, rests gently on tired shoulders. In the mirror of her smile, I learned who I could be. It showed me strength without noise, love without conditions. When I failed, her smile waited. When I wandered, her smile followed. When I doubted myself, her smile remembered me. It never asks for perfection, only honesty of heart. It forgives the rough edges, polishes them with kindness. Mother's smile has seasons. Spring in my childhood, summer in my youth, autumn in my understanding, winter still warm with hope. Even in pain, it survives, a candle refusing the dark. Even in tears, it shines, teaching sorrow how to heal. I have watched her smile hide exhaustion like a secret, wrap worry in courage, and serve joy on ordinary days. That smile has crossed miles, bridged misunderstandings, mended what words broke. In crowded rooms, I can find her by the way the light gathers. In loneliness, I can feel her by the way my heart steadies. Mother's smile is not just an expression. It is a language older than speech. It speaks of roots and wings, of staying and becoming. When the world feels sharp and unfair, I remember that smile. It reminds me that gentleness can be strong. Someday, time will try to dim its brightness, but smiles like hers do not disappear. They move into the soul. They live in the way we love, in the patience we offer, in the mercy we choose when no one is watching. Mother's smile is my inheritance, richer than gold, quieter than applause, eternal as gratitude. And even when her face is far from my sight, that smile remains. A soft, endless light guiding me home. Mother's smile grows quietly with the years, like a tree whose roots drink patience from the soil. It has seen storms we never noticed, yet it still offers shade without asking why. In the early mornings, before the world wakes, her smile stirs tea and hope together. It hums softly with routine, turning duty into devotion. There are wrinkles now around that smile, each one a map of love's long journey. They are not marks of age, but medals earned in silence. Her smile remembers birthdays forgotten by others, small victories no one clapped for. It celebrates progress made inch by inch, applauds effort even when success is late. When illness sits beside her, her smile keeps us calm, tells us without speaking that courage can be gentle. Mother's smile has waited outside exam halls and hospital doors, outside prayers and promises, never demanding certainty. It has packed lunches with blessings, folded clothes with care, and sent children into the world with invisible armor. In her smile lives a quiet wisdom, that love is an action, repeated daily, especially when tired. I've seen that smile tremble, yet refuse to fall. I've seen it cracked by worry, yet repaired by faith. Mother's smile does not compete, does not compare. It simply gives like the earth giving rain. It forgives faster than memory, hopes longer than reason, trusts tomorrow even when today is heavy. When distance stretches between us, her smile shortens the road. When words fail across the phone, her smile completes the sentence. That smile has taught me how to wait without bitterness, how to care without conditions, how to stand without pride. Sometimes, late at night, when the world feels too loud, I remember her smile and the noise loses meaning. Mother's smile is a lantern passed from generation to generation. It lights paths we don't yet see, warms hands we haven't held. Even if one day her smile rests in memory alone, it will still rise in me, in kindness chosen, in patience practiced, in love given freely. Because a mother's smile never truly ends. It continues. In us. Mother's smile learns the art of endurance, standing quietly where others would rest. It carries tired evenings in its corners, yet greets the morning as if new. There are days when pain sits heavy on her bones, when worries line up like uninvited guests. Still, her smile opens the door, offers them tea, and sends them away gently. That smile has watched children grow taller, watched dreams change their shapes. It never insists on yesterday, only blesses whatever we become. In the language of her smile, failure is not a final word. It is a pause, a breath before trying again. Mother's smile understands silence. It knows when advice would wound, when presence alone can heal. So it stays quiet, strong enough. I have seen her smile hide tears behind courage and turn heartbreak into prayer. It is not unaware of sorrow. It simply refuses to surrender. Her smile has walked barefoot across sharp responsibilities. It has learned to bleed inward so the children would never see. In crowded markets and narrow streets, her smile has bargained with destiny. It traded comfort for security, sleep for peace of mind. Mother's smile has memorized our faces, even as time edits them gently. It recognizes us instantly by voice, by breath, by soul. When the world judged harshly, her smile defended quietly. When success made us proud, her smile reminded us to bow. There is humility stitched into that smile, a softness that does not weaken strength. It teaches that true power does not need to announce itself. At family gatherings, her smile becomes the center of gravity. Stories lean toward it. Laughter finds its rhythm there. Even strangers feel safe near it, as if they, too, belong for a moment. That is the generosity of her smile. It makes room for everyone. Mother's smile keeps old traditions alive, while allowing new dreams to breathe. It balances past and future on the fragile bridge of love. Sometimes I wonder how such a small curve of lips can carry so much history, so much forgiveness, so much hope. Perhaps her smile is not small at all. Perhaps it is a universe compressed into kindness. When I am lost in choices, her smile becomes a compass. It always points toward what is right, even when it is not easy. Mother's smile does not fade at sunset. It lingers in night prayers, in whispered names, in the slow rhythm of faith. And one day, when my hair turns gray, when my hands tell stories of their own, I know that smile will return, reflected in my patience, echoed in my mercy. Because a mother's smile is not borrowed. It is planted. It grows beyond her lifetime, beyond her voice, beyond her name. It becomes a way of loving. It becomes a way of living. Mother's smile has learned the rhythm of waiting, counting hours without complaint. It waits for footsteps at the door, for good news, for safe returns. It waits through long afternoons of worry, through evenings heavy with unanswered prayers. Yet when the door finally opens, the smile arrives first. That smile has folded loneliness into strength. It has turned absence into endurance. It has made peace with uncertainty without ever making peace with giving up. Mother's smile knows the shape of hunger, even when the table looks full. It has eaten less so others could eat more, and still smiled as if satisfied. It has stitched torn uniforms and torn hopes, mended socks and broken confidence. Each stitch was silent, each smile loud with love. In the quiet of the night, when everyone sleeps, her smile rests, but never leaves. It stands guard like a watchful star. That smile has carried secrets of pain it never shared. It locked them deep inside the heart, so laughter could live freely outside. Mother's smile understands fear, yet it never lets fear lead. It walks ahead with courage, clearing the path with faith. It has seen children fall, seen them rise with scraped knees and stronger wills. Her smile never mocks the fall, only celebrates the rise. When words cut deeper than knives, her smile becomes a shield. It absorbs the blow quietly, leaving the heart unharmed. Mother's smile holds the memory of first steps and last exams, of school bags packed with dreams, of prayers whispered before sleep. It remembers the sound of our laughter, the tone of our crying. It recognizes us in every phase, never confused, never distant. Her smile has stood at crossroads, letting us choose our own roads. It blessed our courage, even when the direction scared her. That smile has watched the world change, traditions bend, values tested. Yet it keeps its center firm, love first, always. Sometimes the smile grows quiet, not weaker, just deeper. It carries reflection, a lifetime of understanding. In its softness lies authority, in its calm lies command. It does not shout to be heard, it is listened to because it loves. Mother's smile is the poetry life writes in flesh and bone. It is the verse that never ends, only changes its rhythm. When tomorrow feels uncertain, that smile steadies the present. When the future feels heavy, it lightens the heart. And long after photographs fade, long after voices fall silent, Mother's smile will remain. Alive in kindness, alive in patience, alive in love passed on. Mother's smile has crossed generations, flowing quietly like inherited grace. It carries the echo of her mother's hands, and her mother's before that, a lineage of gentleness passed down in silence. That smile has stood in kitchens and courtyards, in narrow rooms and wide open fields. Wherever life placed her, the smile made the place a home. It has listened to complaints without judgment, to dreams without laughter, to fears without dismissal. It listens more than it speaks. Mother's smile understands poverty and plenty alike. It knows wealth is not counted in coins, but in the ability to give even when hands are empty. I have seen that smile when the world offered little in return. Still, it chose kindness as if kindness itself were enough. It has carried children on one hip and responsibility on the other, balancing both with impossible grace. Not once did it ask for applause. Her smile has negotiated with fate, pleaded softly with destiny. Sometimes it won, sometimes it accepted, always with dignity. In moments of celebration, her smile shines like a festival lamp. In moments of loss, it dims gently, respecting the pain. Mother's smile does not rush healing. It allows tears their season, allows grief its space, while quietly preparing hope. That smile has taught me that love is not loud. It is steady. It stays. It stays when children grow stubborn, when answers come late, when gratitude is forgotten. It stays anyway. Mother's smile has waited for apologies that never came and forgave them before they were spoken. Forgiveness is its native language. It has faced judgment from the world, yet never allowed bitterness to settle. It chose softness in a world that praised hardness. There are evenings when the sky turns orange, and I suddenly remember her smile. The same warmth, the same quiet blessing. Her smile has walked beside me in success, reminding me to remain humble. It has walked beside me in failure, reminding me to remain worthy. Even now, when life grows complicated, I search for that smile within myself, and I find it in patience, in restraint, in the urge to protect rather than wound. Mother's smile is not confined to her face. It has moved into my choices, into my pauses, into my prayers. It lives where anger could have lived, where despair could have settled. It chose to stay there instead. And so the world continues, rough and unfinished. But somewhere within it, a mother's smile keeps working, quietly repairing what it can. Mother's smile wakes before the alarm of the world, before streets stretch their tired backs, before birds decide on songs, prepares itself for another day of giving. It knows how to disguise worry as calm, how to soften bad news before it reaches young ears. That smile edits reality gently, so hope can survive intact. There are moments when her smile feels heavy, carrying questions no one asked aloud. Yet it still curves upward, as if lifting others lifts itself. Mother's smile has learned to speak through eyes more than lips. A glance can say, "Be careful." Another can say, "I believe in you." It has stood at windows waiting, counting shadows instead of minutes. Every passing footstep borrows its breath until the right one finally returns it. That smile has faced rejection, felt unappreciated, stood unnoticed in crowded rooms. Still, it never learned resentment. Mother's smile is a quiet negotiator. It bargains with pain, it reasons with fate, it compromises only with itself. In that smile live unfinished dreams she never chased, paths she never walked so others could run freely. It does not regret them. The smile says they were fulfilled in different faces, in different futures. Mother's smile has memorized prayers even when lips forgot the words. It repeats them in silence, trusting God to understand the pauses. When anger rises in the house, her smile lowers its voice. When pride grows too loud, her smile reminds it to sit down. That smile has held newborn fear and old age wisdom together. It knows beginnings are fragile, and endings deserve tenderness. Mother's smile keeps family stories alive, retelling them without speaking. You see them in her eyes, who we were, who we survived, who we became. It has weathered misunderstandings, accepted distance when closeness was needed. Still, it left the door unlocked, the heart unguarded. Sometimes her smile arrives late, after tears have already fallen. But even then, it gathers them gently, turns them into strength. Mother's smile is a soft discipline. It corrects without crushing, guides without controlling, teaches without humiliating. In moments of chaos, that smile becomes order. In moments of doubt, it becomes certainty. It has stood between children and the world, absorbing the world's rough edges. It has paid prices no receipt ever recorded. And still it smiles. Not because life was easy, but because love chose endurance.